Hey sis, welcome back to Black Girl SOS. It's your girl Snobby, and today we are talking coupling during the quarantine. So for many of us, if you live in Florida like me, doesn't really feel like you ever had a quarantine. But for other people, they really did lock the motherfucking place down. And they were stuck indoors every day, all day with their mates. So as always, I bring you the best of the best. My dears, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is Aarum on Twitter, and you might also know me as Lesbian in the Kitchen over on Instagram. And this is my girlfriend,
Nyeasha, and I'm just Nyeasha.
in these streets. Why? Okay.
So first, I got a confession to make. We recorded this already, but 2020 me, and it only saved 8 minutes and 33 seconds of like an hour and some change of some quality content. So it's all good.
Was it a good 8 minutes? Was it something you can work with?
No, it was literally, it only saved the end. So I feel like, I'm not gonna hold you, I feel like that was a sign of accountability. Like it saved y'all talking about your projects. So
okay,
you get what you said, but People's Exhibit A has been downloaded.
Oh. All right, got it. Cool. Well, we're happy to come back and try to do this again.
Ain't no try to it. We all still dope. So dope content gonna be the dope content regardless. So let me tell y'all how I even came across Aarum. And I came across her twice. I just didn't realize it until we recorded the last time.
Okay.
So I came across you the first time because Sneaker Gang. She's a very bad influence. Just today, the devil jumped on my timeline and tried to convince me to buy some sneakers, but I am saved. I am saved. I did not make the purchase, y'all. Tomorrow might be a different story. But that's how I found her the first time, and then we got locked down in quarantine, and she was posting all these meals with her girlfriend, and I was like, shit. I mean, my quarantine a little lit. I got a couple bottles and some crab legs, but that shit looking like a thing. So I did, and then she would like tell us her stories every day. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It was like a little soap opera. I'd be watching the shit like I'm locked in regularly. How I realized I had already found you before is because remember I was telling you that I came across Let's Be Honest. Let's Be in the Kitchen.
Yeah.
And I stole it and started saying Let's Be Honest. And I didn't realize that it was you.
Yep. That's me, the lesbian.
I was meant to find you.
And then just tweeting through the top of the quarantine and still cooking and tweeting through it in our relationship. And I know at the top of the quarantine, I started like the thread of like day such and such of like me and the girlfriend, and I would be breaking stuff in the house and getting on her nerves.
She was.
You were breaking a lot of shit.
So I wrote that in a long time, right?
You better knock on some.
I'm about to say, don't say nothing.
Don't say that.
It's been a minute. Yeah, the last thing
been like being locked down every day, all day, with your mate, like no reprieve.
It's tough, you know. It's tough, but we love each other and we love food, so that's where we bond. And so we're always. You hungry? And she knows that I love to eat and I sort of have to eat. Otherwise, you're going to get the hangry side of me.
Yeah, you have to feed her every 2 hours. It's like the reverse of the gremlins. Like
I was just about to say
that. She will get angry, hangry. It escalates, it fluctuates, but we're getting ready to celebrate 3 years together. And
clap it up for love.
So I definitely know the levels. I know when the levels is low, and let me go cook something, order something. But yeah, we read each other really well in that sense. Like I'll be in the middle of a meeting, then she dropping some plate off, like here you go, or something, a food coming to the door. Like we've handled that part of quarantine great, and like reading each other's sugar levels. You low, okay. You go pass out, you go.
Not the diabetic love.
Right, something, I don't know. But we make sure that we fed. Each one is good. So that's helped in the quarantine. We get on each other's nerves just about every day somehow.
Because you know I'm about to ask you, what's been the worst part of being locked down?
Ooh, the worst part.
Listen, I'll tell you, I have no shame. I've been very very happy that I am single and without child during this quarantine. I mean, shout out to you parents. Shout out to all of you that are making the relationships work. But beloved, that wasn't my ministry, and the Most High knew that. This was not.
When it gets too tense and too thick, definitely not having anywhere, no escape to go. You know, the most you can go is your front porch or whatever. So,
See, y'all got porches and shit.
I mean, we got a little backyard patch. It's DC. Hold on, we ain't got. I ain't no rooftop or nothing.
Which would be lovely.
Oh, that would be lovely. So yeah, maybe like not having that extra space and getaway time, but kind of gets a little funky. I haven't broke anything in a long time since the ice machine, but we replaced that.
What did we replace the ice machine with? Because I didn't forget that shit.
We replaced it with the Maybach of ice machine.
$600.
It's a fancy ass ice machine, but it does what we needed to do. The other night, it was like
good ice.
It was loud. I could hear it, and so I just opened my phone up and put it on nighttime mode.
Oh, you didn't tell me it had an app too.
It has an app.
Oh, this shit is Lux.
She was in a meeting and I was sitting across from her working, and she looked at me and she was like, she pointed to the machine and it stopped making ice.
It's a really nice ice machine.
It is really nice.
I'm not gonna give y'all no shout out because we ain't making no money from it.
No, you already know, no promos.
No promos. But yeah, that's been a challenge. It's been kind of okay because I work mostly in her jobs, which is about to change because she's about to be full-time working. So I don't know how that dynamic is going to work and loudness of meetings. She just got
full-time from home?
Yeah.
I thought you were an organizer, like you had to go to people's house.
I was going to people's houses, but that business is taking a weird hit because, you know, people don't, either they don't want you in their house or you don't want to be in their house.
COVID.
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so, you know, trying to get on my new.
So she got something popping up we can't talk about right now. You gotta do background clearance and all that stuff.
I don't want nobody breaching the NDA on my behalf because I'm not gonna help you pay the fines. So.
But that's gonna be an interesting dynamic.
Because she talks very loud.
Damn.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. The other day she was like, "You're so loud." So I was like, "Okay, my next Zoom meeting, I'm gonna use my inside voice." So after it, I was like, "How was it?" She was like, "Nah."
And I'm
You from a major city or a suburb? Major city or a suburb?
I'm from Detroit, so I'm loud.
See, you can't help it.
She can't. I know. My mama's from New York. I got it, but she is just loud. Like I am from the South, and so I know how to turn
my voice just automatically be like, "All right, let's turn the Zoom meeting up, guys."
I'm from the Bronx. I feel like this is my quiet. Like, check me.
Like, the lowest you go get. I don't know
right here.
But yeah, I think overall, we're making it through. We're going on vacation next week. We're going for a nice long 9-hour drive.
Where are we going to? 9 hours in the car. Wait, so being stuck in the house wasn't enough. Now you're gonna be stuck in the car for 9 damn hours? Y'all motherfuckers really like each other. That's a lot.
We like to test ourselves.
We like to test ourselves. So yeah,
this shit right here. You just tested my patience, and I ain't even in this damn relationship.
9-hour car ride together.
Where y'all going?
Massachusetts.
Oh, y'all going to be uppity blacks?
Yeah.
Yes,
on the beach. Catch me.
I like it. Wait, is it still beach weather in the north? I thought everybody was like breaking out their Nike tech suits.
It's a little cool,
So
but
yeah, I'm like, I see your WNBA hoodie, so it can't be that damn warm.
that's okay. We got hoodies in for the lockdown staycation that we going on. So
we gotta wear these clothes somewhere.
y'all gonna see the pics on Twitter because we'll have a whole fashion shoot on the damn beach.
I'm a
That's
little
why
jealous
I
that
got
y'all got
Chuck
clothes.
Taylors because they match my whole color scheme of clothing I bought.
Well, I'm prepared for the Chuck Taylor photo shoot. Please believe, because I wore my shits. I got So we had like our family barbecue for Labor Day. My mom wanted to celebrate life because we lost a lot of people during 2020. So we had this big ass barbecue. She wanted to get these shirts made. Of course, she leaves no instruction, just money. Very, very white womanish. Just get it done. And I'm like, what? So my best friend's fiance, who's a designer, he hit me up like, yo, your mom said to get some shirts done with this money. I don't know what she want, and I don't want no problem. So I designed the shirts to match the Chuck Taylors. Like,
See, there you go. You got to coordinate, like the just said. You got to coordinate.
I was like, well, if the ball's in my court, sis, it's going to be a Luke.
Go get these shoes and these flicks off. So
how long y'all gonna be in Uppity Blacksville? And they got money, y'all. Uppity Blacksville.
We got that. I can't go out the house money because we ain't been outside for 8 months.
Yo, my savings. I'm not gonna hold you. I did shop a lot.
We got gadgets. We got kitchen. That's why I haven't been buying sneakers. We got kitchen gadgets. So I feel like I'm still shopping too. I just bought like a whole new printer. I have a printer. That's been a part of our quarantine, stuck in a house relationship because she just be like, what's that meme or whatever was out last week? Like my kink is throwing it in the cart and
yes,
she hits buy.
I hit buy.
But she hits buy.
I do.
I throw it in the cart and I stare at it. I chastise myself. Do I need it? Why are you spending this money? You ain't going nowhere.
Like, how many? What is this? What's in this Amazon pack? Yeah, some of it's just like regular stuff because we haven't gone to stores and she's great at sourcing everything we need for the house and all that. But I mean, like, what the hell is?
I'm like, it sounds like you can move this organization business online because I'm finna to book your ass.
Listen, if we have to be, which we have to be in the house all next year, she got it down to a science from.
Don't say that. Don't put that in the air. All next year?
Yeah, we ain't coming outside till probably late fall next year.
Nah, I'm not. Well, I live in Florida. They don't give a fuck.
Y'all not close.
they don't give. So I went running in this area called Baldwin Park today. I hadn't been out there in like, I don't know, a couple months or so. Yo, when I tell you that park was motherfucking packed, there was like 4 football teams practicing. There was like 3 outdoor workouts going on. There was a bunch of runners. I mean, we always out there. We ain't the fuck else we going. Yo, it was packed though. I was like, Florida don't give a fuck, bro. They gonna let me die.
It's a few, Florida, Atlanta, a couple other places just don't care. They never went on Atlanta.
Just opened the phase 5.
Oh, Indiana. I don't know nobody in Indiana.
What the fuck is in Indiana?
No, they going to phase 5. They going completely open.
I didn't even know there was a fucking phase 5. What fuck is that?
We're in like phase 3, I think.
Yeah.
What the fuck is phase 3?
You can go into a store and there like more people can be in there. But I do know for this one, I go to like uppity black stores, so organic stuff.
On brand.
I can bring my own containers again now.
So
you're saying don't bring your own containers.
Yeah, no, we still can't do that here.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do that public, but we can't do that like Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's won't.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're still like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really blame them because a lot of these.
I would like Trader Joe's to open all the way up because I'm sick of standing. We don't go often, but I want to go back to be able to walk in Trader Joe's and get all my favorite snacks.
Here's the thing. Trader Joe's in New York always had a line. So like this little COVID line is a fucking joke to me. Like I get in the store in like fucking 7 minutes. I'm like, this is not a line. Okay, this is a queue. A fucking line is this the shit that we got in New York, and that shit be wrapped around a New York City block. I'd be like, yo, I ain't even that hungry. But
I'm no longer hungry. I'm getting out of line.
I've opted for death. So like there's that. So when you are locked up for 20, yes, I'm calling this shit jail. When you are locked up in quarantine for 24/7, how are we keeping the spice? Because me personally, I got this ADHD, self-diagnosed, but I'm confident that I'm right. I lose interest very quick. If you in my face every fucking day, I'm probably ready to slap your ass by day 3. I'd be like, you know what? This was real, but I'm going to take my chances with COVID. I'll get the fuck out of here. So how are you keeping the spice when you in the same space?
It's 8 months of lockdown, so it's up and down. It's peaks and valleys, but we laugh all the time. We flirt all the time, even when we're in a moment of butting heads. You know, we still love each other. We're going on vacation where we're gonna actually pay attention and put our phones down and lock back in and focus.
That's some real shit.
Yeah, so
have y'all done that before? Like going on vacation and have y'all done that before? Like where you go away and put your phones away?
Yeah. So y'all might see a little bit on Twitter, but then mostly I'm just gonna post on the drive back in the 9 hours. Well, I'm driving because I don't drive, but
I'm very northern of you.
No, I can drive. I don't. My license is expired, and now it's COVID.
No, can't go to get it.
They don't have it online. It's DC.
I don't feel like figuring it out just yet, but I will.
They do, but not for her. Yours was.
Mine was in California. So I gotta I literally
gotta transfer your shit over.
No, I gotta do the driving test. I gotta do all of it.
What the fuck you mean you gotta do a driving test?
I already looked that up because I let it expire before. I could have went in and just swapped it.
So you're the problem. It's you.
Basically.
Yeah.
I'm a whole tourist. So yeah, we're gonna lock in and focus and get some extra spice back that's probably been missing for too long.
Okay, come on, Picante.
What do you think, babe?
I mean, I try to keep it spicy every day.
Remember, you was a nudist, so I know you keeping it spicy.
Yeah, I don't like to wear clothes, so
she's
universally everyone loves titties, so.
Right, I can't hold grudges or be mad when you just working and somebody walk past and you're like, as soon as it happens, I smile and I just.
Today,
I remember that. I said I'm putting that shit in my playbook. That's.
Yeah, I was working. She popped out today, and I was like, and the blinds are open. I'm like, hey.
Listen, I'm pretty sure my neighbors could identify my naked ass from a mile away.
Because cover yourself.
I live alone, so I'm always, you don't know what you're gonna catch because I live alone. But my window is actually like the balcony slide door. So listen, it's the Sunshine State. I need the sunshine. I mean. If this your first piece of ass, you're welcome. This is OnlyFans Live. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
The live and the rendition version.
Exactly. I'm not going to be constrained. Now, when I lived with my ex, I did not walk around naked. I would have been pregnant. That is not some shit.
We can't do that. So
y'all got one up. That's a fucking one up.
Lesbians. Shout out to lesbians. Team lesbian. If you don't want somebody all in the video, all in the Plan B aisle, come to the lesbian row. You know how I be saying that on Twitter. That's my mantra. Every time somebody acting up, the male species is acting up on Twitter.
Listen, they live to act up, but one, he a man, two, he Jamaican. Honestly, them motherfuckers don't need food. It's the craziest shit I ever seen. They can survive off of pussy. It's impressive. I'd be like, nigga, you don't need a sandwich or something? Get the fuck off me.
You gotta start making bed sandwiches like Chrissy Teigen. Just have a sandwich next to the bed.
Why? He don't need it. Ain't even looking for it.
Just to help him out. Just to give him some nourishment.
The motherfucker will fucking eat at the same time. I'm telling you, I have experienced some wild shit.
It's a win.
I can write a book, and I don't want no more crumbs in my ass. It's not what I want.
You a mess.
I'm trying to be.
I'm definitely. Shout out to the males, but I'm happy I'm not quarantined with a male because I don't know what would happen because that would be crazy.
I would lose my shits.
It's like, and I know people probably like, well, two women, y'all, yeah, for sure. But when you're in a loving, working partnership, we figure it out more than we, hold on to shit and argue for sure.
Listen, my homeboy had came for that nigga was here for one night. This nigga left my toilet up, used the wrong fucking towels. I mean, I love this motherfucker with my whole heart and soul, and he's actually neater than me. So the fact that this motherfucker was setting my nerve off, I was like, yeah.
Issue.
I mean, that definitely is. I mean, we're both very neat, but she uses her shoes everywhere, and I always trip. But she told me the other day, like, what'd you say? Get used to it, or
this is the rest of your life.
Oh, she said this is the rest of your life,
and that's that on that.
I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna trip over these shoes, and I'm gonna keep it.
Or you gonna learn the hurdle.
or sometimes I pick them up, like, cause sometimes maybe it's me, cause I done seen them shoes there, and I know by the third time back over, I'm going to trip. So sometimes I move them.
I mean, that makes sense. So when I used to cohabitate, you know, again, not my best decision. It wasn't my worst decision. I learned a lot about myself. I'm happy I had the experience.
Mhm.
But this motherfucker used to leave his socks everywhere. I used to be like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
You walked past the hamper to leave your sock elsewhere.
Several times. You just be like,
why? You did it Monday and then you did it Tuesday.
It's easy to do, especially when you just take your clothes off or your shoes off when you come inside. I mean, I do it all the time. I just take clothes off and then they'll be on the ground and she'll be like, seriously? And I'm like, what?
But do you leave it there? I do that because I don't want the COVID.
Okay, before people be like, what the hell kind of household y'all got?
No, but I do that too when I come in.
Like, she'll drop the clothes in our bedroom, like not just a trail of
clothes. Listen, I do the same thing when I come in because I don't want the COVID all over the place. I got a clean, I got a clean pack at the door. I spray myself with Lysol. I'm completely neurotic.
You stay at the door.
Yeah.
Then the clothes are like.
And then I throw the clothes in a pile, like right at the front of my bedroom.
Yeah, somewhere.
My bathroom is right there.
It's not like
it's normal.
I couldn't live with like that every day because we're both very tidy.
Very
I'm like, I gotta have everything in its place because nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
A tidy home is a tidy mind because I'm already gonna procrastinate on stuff. So if my brain is like seeing clutter, I'm not gonna really get.
There's a little truth to that.
Yeah. If your things are organized and everything's good, you can power through whatever you're working on or not creating. I need tidiness.
I'm a little column A, little column B.
Yeah, that's who I am. I also do this shit for a living, so I need sometimes a break.
Yo, that's fair. I used to, like, when I was younger, I used to be like, why the fucking beautician's hair never done? Like, sis, comb your fucking hair.
You're doing it all day.
And then I was like,
I'm gonna get my nails fancy if I'm doing your nails. I get it.
I got older and I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
I totally get it. She's just getting around to organizing the spices and the snacks because you do it for a living. It's like I'm not really trying to come home and do this shit. Like,
yeah, I mean that's.
You gonna get this organization when I give it to you. Okay.
My mother's the only person that statement's not applicable to. Only human being. She's in construction, and then she will come to your house and rebuild that bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna invite her over. Pull up for a plate.
She came to visit me one time when I was in school in Buffalo and rewired my place. I was like, the switches are not fucking working. She was like, oh, the way they had it set up, that really wasn't
like that. Now you flip this, your TV gonna come on. What?
I was like, but I have adjusted my life to the switches as they were.
That's hilarious.
She's a nut. So you know we have to ask, how did you guys meet? We love a love story.
I'm the babysitter.
Hooker.
Hooker. One of her previous jobs, her nickname amongst our circle of friends is Jamaican. She's not Jamaican, but she's held a lot.
But she works like one.
She's a former nanny, and she was still friends with the family that hired me for my first private chef gig in DC 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. So got hired, became friends with them, would go over there and kick it. It was a nice little lesbian community of Black women, and she was still friends with them. So one day, one of the friends texted me and was like, Nyeasha wants your number. And I text back, why does the babysitter want my number?
The shooters shoot.
Shooters.
We do, don't we?
But I was tripping because of our age difference. Actually, her birthday's tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
Big 3-1.
I keep forgetting you're a baby.
And I am 42. So this was 4.5 years ago. You asked my number. Mm-hmm. I was like, nah.
She told me we can chop it up, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
No, that should sound valid.
We can chop it up. It meant okay, we can go have some coffee, have some conversations, but I don't think it's gonna go past that. Incorrect, but And then 3 years ago, officially started exclusively just seeing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost a year.
And how swiftly did we move in?
No, I'm not a U-Haul lesbian.
No.
FYI, guys, they taught me that phrase. I did not know you.
Yeah, the U-Haul lesbian, if no one else knows, means you go on a date, and on that second date, they say, "What do you bring?" It's a U-Haul, because lesbians, they do move quite fast. I do not do that. So we dated probably a year and a half.
Yeah, definitely a year and a half.
Yeah, and then I only moved in with her because my DC Petworth apartment was overran with mice, and I was over it. And my lease was about to be up anyway.
Yeah.
So I was gonna like just stay for a minute and then like look, but then I was like, and then now we've been in a joint place together for over a year and a half.
Yeah.
That we've
DC's out of pocket. High as they rent is, they need to clean them fucking rats up though.
They do. It's just.
That's another reason I'm never going back to New York. I mean, unless someone's paying me enough to live in the Chelsea penthouse.
It's ridiculous. It don't matter.
Can't be on the ground with the rats.
Construction here. It don't matter. You go have a mouse at least once or twice a year in your shit.
It's just gross.
Yeah. So it's part of our love story.
That shit is gross.
It actually is, because on a couple of our first dates.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah, and I had done this prior with 2 other women. I found out where my chivalry line was. And she was one of the 3 that this happened to. We were out on a date, and a rat ran past us, and I pushed her towards the rat, and I ran.
Oh shit!
We sure the fuck did. And I was like, "Did you?"
Every man for themselves.
Push me towards a rat? What's wrong with you?
I was out. I don't like them.
No.
But it happened again.
But it happened again, like maybe a year later. And I grabbed her hand and we ran together, and I was like, I think I'm falling for you because I saved you this time.
Because I saved you from the rat. Ladies and gentlemen, a fucking love story.
Yes.
It is our love.
You know it's love when they fight off Ratatouille for your ass. Yes.
I have done it 2 other times before her, and so a total of 4 times. 3 got pushed towards the rat, and then the 4th time I saved her with me.
That is the funniest shit.
Like I am sweet, romantic, loving, give you my whole everything, but when them rats go,
she's like, nah. Rats and mice are her. She's like, no.
No. So
My thing is water bugs. Them shits that fly.
all that.
Heavy on the no. I'm out of here. I don't give a fuck who's here. I'm going.
So it's definitely been some moments where I look at her like, damn, you really ride for me because you didn't stay around through some funny moments, some crazy moments, and probably some left moments, especially the rat. I wouldn't have never talked to somebody.
I definitely wouldn't have spoken to you again. I'd have been like, oh, fuck you.
Like, did you just delete?
But I am also a Southern girl, so I was like, it's okay. Some people don't know about these things.
Well, I'm going to tell you live from the north, way above the Mason-Dixon. No.
I like it. So it's been some of those stories, especially around rodents in this 3 years.
And
one where I had to be on the dining room table in this apartment, actually.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah, it was one on the trap. The mouse was on the trap, and I jumped up on the dining room table. I was like, I'm cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would have exited stage
Took
left.
a shot of vodka, opened the back door, got rid of it, grabbed the trap. I was like,
You got rid of it on your own?
Yes.
Y'all adults.
I was on the table. I was here for moral support, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did that shit. No way. No. I had a water bug in my last apartment when I lived in downtown Orlando. Girl, I took a lift across town to my homegirl house, had her spent the night, had her come back the next day to track that motherfucker down and kill him. I was not doing that. No. That's beyond the scope. I fight people, not bugs.
Not bugs. No.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I fight people, not bugs.
I got my limitations in mind.
I fight people, not bugs. So yeah, our love story it's been fun these 3 years, man.
So what new things have y'all learned about each other during quarantine?
New things?
New things. Things you didn't know before you got locked the hell down.
Ooh. I don't know.
She's audible.
Oh, yeah.
Very audible. So like She'll be typing on her computer and it's like
Ooh.
sighing or growling, and I'm like, what's happening with the computer?
Growling through emails. Yeah, very audible, which she hates, or not hates, but just looks at me like.
There's a lot of noises coming from the dining room. What have you learned?
I haven't learned anything. The one thing, the couple moments where you were just eating and chewing, I was like,
Because I'm a savage. I like
sometimes on them extra hungry days, I'd be like, girl, talking up that food. But we're in our house together. I've learned that when you really love someone, you're extremely patient. She's extremely patient with me, which is awesome. So I've gotten to like witness that up close, like, because it's real when you on lockdown for 8 straight months together.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I be watching the timeline like.
I'm not crying, I'm sweating.
Like, are you crying right now?
I'm sweating. So yeah, it's really real to like watch each other's likes, dislikes, irritations, all that up close 24/7 with a microscope on it, because that's what the quarantine does to your relationship. It puts a microscope on every imperfection, perfection, things you need to work at. So we're really good at talking through a lot of that.
We communicate very well.
What'd you learn about yourself that you didn't know before the quarantine?
I can be a very positive Patty. Like, I can be optimistic, and
extra positive.
It can be annoying and too much for some people. So I learned to dial it back.
And I should probably dial back and learn that I'm too much of a devil's advocate. Like, well, let's see it from this way. And she'd be looking at me like, I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm telling you what I fucking thought.
What's your academic background, Aarum?
My degree is in television production and digital media.
Then I got nothing. I was gonna say, if you were one of us, or me and Kelly, then
yeah. But
we can't help that shit.
Yeah, but I like to debate. I love, studying history and philosophy. So I'm always ready to engage and get that like dialogue going. And she'd be looking like, no.
So what is our advice for people who are actually still quarantined, the people who are not living in Florida, Atlanta, or Houston?
I can get through 2020 and then 2021 together.
Yeah. How do you, so this is my saying, if you got your somebody, you want to keep your somebody, how do you keep your somebody, especially now?
Really, really listen and work on the shit you say you're going to improve on it. And we were talking about this the other day when I do something that's in the wheelhouse of she's already pointed out, like, hey, I don't, like how you're communicating that or whatever. Yep, there's probably gonna be several times of me saying I'm gonna work on that, but I'm really, really working at that. And just working on those things, but seeing people for who they are in these moments, meeting them where they are in these moments.
True. I would say giving everybody a little bit more grace, especially because we are in quarantine and it's 8 months in. I'm a whole like hippie spiritual love child, and so just like talking through things and being able to.
Like, what happened the other day when I came in the living room and then I immediately went to take a nap? We were fighting about something happened, and my anxiety after the COVID test, right?
Oh yeah, we had to get a COVID test.
We had to get a COVID test on Monday.
Was it y'all first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I suffer from panic disorder and anxiety disorder. So, when you already worked up your mind, like they go do this. So we go Monday morning. It's quick, it's fast. She registered us. They didn't stab you all the way up the nose. They just did
it's not a gentle swab, but I mean,
it was okay. Tickled a little bit. And then we got home, my brain now is processing different. My systems are all fired up. My brain is shutting down. I'm sitting at my laptop. I can't remember how to do anything because I thought this one outcome was going to happen that didn't.
Yeah.
So you said something happened, and she was like, well, you need to remember how to work on coping mechanisms, maybe look for online therapy, all this stuff. So left the living room, and I came back and I said, I feel like I first handled that quite well because I was using the mechanisms and tools because I didn't have a whole panic attack out there. And I said, okay, babe, I'm about to actually go take a nap now. And then I went and laid down. And then after the nap, she came and was like, how are you? She apologized. She was like, you're right. Like, you are doing certain things and you didn't have a panic attack. And so, yeah, like really being in this house together.
It's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience and wanting to get better together and speaking up for yourself. Because I could have just been pissy and threw an attitude and just came and did some work or took that nap without expressing my thoughts about how I handled something to her. So, and that's come from us working at this.
But learning to advocate
and trusting your partner
yourself.
too. Yeah. Trusting that was a safe. Yeah, advocated for myself, and I trusted my partner that she was going to receive that.
Yeah.
I think you made a good point. Like sometimes there's a very fine line between advocating for yourself and kind of setting shit off.
Because I'm a Taurus, so I will burn it all down.
I'm a Sagittarius. Fire is in my nature. I will burn this shit the fuck.
So she definitely taught me to, stand in your truth, speak it, and then I went and took a nap. It was great.
It was wonderful. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
My homegirl Jen would say naps save everything. I call her the Duchess of Slumber. That girl, it start hitting her nerves. She'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna get back with y'all.
Yeah, all the couples, we gonna be in each other's face probably till good November, December 2021.
That's aggressive.
It is.
It is, but I think that's the truth in the current climate of the situation.
For people not in Florida.
For people not
in Florida. I mean, exactly. Well, even if they start to open things back up, I know there's my job, I'm a tech recruiter. I'm going to advocate for myself to work from home.
As you should.
So, you're going to be quarantined together in relationships. If you're playing it smart, like a lot of us, and you're trying to make sure you're safe as possible, you're going to be in each other's faces until the end of next year. Take a lot of small breaks, even if it's in the house, 1 or 2 days off from work so you can realign your relationship and focus on each other.
I just saw online the other day, this girl, she was like, I'm at home every day and I decided I did not like where I lived. So I moved to a place that I knew that I was going to love. And she was like, I had the means to do it. And so I moved to somewhere.
Good for her.
That's what's up. So whether you're single or in a relationship, if you can change your four walls.
Well, you know what? I did the same thing, but pre-quarantine, just because I've worked from home the entire time I've had this job. And I guess the apartment that had the water bug in it, while it was
you were like, I gotta go.
The build, like, I loved where I lived. Like, I love the amenities of where I lived, but I didn't like how small my apartment was. I didn't like, because in Florida has like a lot of those indoor, outdoor kind of buildings. It's not like you walk into a foyer and then you're in a building. Yeah, it's like, it's you, the bugs, the rats, everybody paying rent. It's like, the shit, it was too engaged, and I lived downtown. So the homeless population, like, it's a lot of them. And, God bless them, because I don't know anybody's situation or how they ended up there. I do know that I don't want to.
You're like, I gotta stay safe. I gotta feel comfortable.
Correct. I still have to be comfortable. I'm a woman. I live alone. I'm like walking from the supermarket late at night. I mean, I carry a knife anyway, but I don't want to have to use it. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I just was like, you know what? As soon as this lease is up, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And that's exactly what I had the means. I had a U-Haul and I got the fuck going.
So change or decorate your houses.
Yeah, we tested ourselves and painted the bathroom.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I built the bookcase. I mean, but my mom in construction, that shit is on brand.
We not ever paint nothing else together.
Why?
It was a cool little
It's a fucking bathroom. You act like it's like, how bad is it?
And it's a small bathroom, but
I am a perfectionist. Aarum has a short attention span.
Yeah.
And this, I'm like, look, don't you see that? Like,
I'm pretty much, I'm your friend, and that I'm gonna make some cocktails and cook something while something else is going on.
Which is,
I'm gonna keep the party going because
everybody's got a part to play.
I'm not really trying to like do something all day.
Again, I'm a little column A. little column B.
Yeah, you know, it's probably some TV shows I want to watch. It's a bunch of stuff.
True.
It took me way too long with this bookcase, but that's because like I'll be like halfway through a panel and I'll be like, yeah, it's time to get into these drinks, you know. I'm gonna go binge Spitzer for Hire and some old shit.
Oh, I will say, don't play. What's that card game?
We Are Not Really Strangers.
Don't play that.
I've never heard of it.
We played it and we got the add-on pack from Red Table Talk, and it just really.
Don't play that.
Wait, you bought it from Jada?
So that came from these girls, but then Jada had an expansion pack, and we bought that too. And then we
what's it called again? We Are Not Really Strangers.
Mm-hmm. It comes in a red box.
So if whoever's in a relationship, y'all can get it.
I'm single, so I'm finna order that bitch.
And ask each other these questions if you want to, but probably 10 minutes in. And this was like in the early on in the pandemic.
It was like the first
We
month.
got into a 3-day argument.
It was.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't remember what the question was, but I thought it read some other type of way.
She wasn't listening to me when I asked the question. And so then she said what she wanted to say, which was like coming from my neck. And I was like, whoa, why would you even say something like that? And she was like, that's what it said. I was like, no, that's not
Pay
it.
attention to the directions of that game or you will lose your relationship.
Well, since I don't have any, I'm going to get the game and play with all my fake boyfriends and see.
No.
It's a deep game.
I mean, I've been with my fake boyfriends for a very long time, so we finna get into this when I get this game.
We have a lot of games in the house. We have coloring books,
puzzles.
Yeah, TV shows together.
Are we allowed to watch the show that we chose to? We have to watch together the binge.
Yeah, I got in trouble a few times early on with that. So make sure whatever if y'all start a show together, y'all finish the show together.
Or at least pretend like you haven't watched.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times too.
I have done that. Guilty.
I've played.
I'd be like, oh shit, I can't believe. Knowing damn well.
So that's always fun. So yeah, we just do all that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all. You know, we need to plug the projects. What do we have coming down the pipeline?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram, Lesby in the Kitchen. I am maybe allegedly working on the second cookbook that I promised everyone very long ago, Bacon, Bitches, and Breakups.
I love that title. I fucking love that title.
Thank you. No, I am working on the book. I am actually writing and working on the book. It's a very unique cookbook, so I'm excited about that. And then got a few other ideas that we'll see what happens. If anybody knows how I can possibly produce my own whiskey, holla at me. I'm kind of interested in that theory right now.
Y'all been trying to make my own rum for the longest. You know what it is? It's the ADHD that kicks in. I don't take the time to order the stuff. Like I know what I need to do. It's
right. That's another component that makes our relationship work because she's very.
I'm a hit buy. I will.
Yeah, she's like she says all the time. I'm a great number two. Like every CEO needs that person.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty.
So that's all I'm working on. But just writing the cookbook and cooking and chilling right now. What are you working on?
Working on possibly a book of my own, poetry and essays. We don't know what it's going to be called, but we'll see. And then being your number two.
Oh.
Aww. No, really funny and really quick. My favorite ex-boyfriend, he always says that. He's like, yeah, I've got a favorite. I am not ashamed. But he always tells me, like, whoever is going, like, your guy has to be okay with being the plus one. Like, he's got to be okay with being the Scotty because you're going to be the Jordan. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
If Buddy is not okay with that, that shit ain't gonna work. And I was like, I mean, if you know that when you sign up, why the fuck I gotta
Right.
walk?
But a lot of people take that as a diss. First of all,
Scotty's fucking legendary. We
and
love
number two is their own fucking number one. So it's like
exactly like, bruh. You know
that's
how,
a whole nother podcast. But
you know how elite you gotta be to fucking back up a Jordan.
Exactly. That's like, but that, you know, they don't get that out here in these social media streets. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, number two is his own number one, and strength and abilities. It's literally, we were talking about that the other day with a friend. It's about complimenting each other, knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses. It's like, why would I continue to try to do something that I hate or dislike or procrastinate if my partner's like, babe, I can do that in 2 fucking seconds?
Correct. Yo, big facts. I just told Bike Dude, I went to drop off my bike. So a bike that I paid to have rerouted ended up here anyway. So here we are. I took it to REI to get it put together. It's a simple bike. It's a single gear bike. I could put it together myself. I've been putting bikes together my entire fucking life. So when I drop it off, he's like, oh, charge her the price for like assembling a kid's bike because it's a simple bike. He was like, honestly, if you just watch me, you'll probably be like, I could have did it myself. I said, no, sir, I'm aware.
I could have did it
myself. I put together mountain bikes. This single gear bike is a fucking joke. However, the time I'm going to spend putting this bike together is going to cost me more money than paying you to do it.
It's like, you just knock it out and I can go do all these
play
other
your role and let me play mine. I got big shit to do. This is your role.
Exactly. So we're very awesome team that way. We complement each other and we fill in the gaps.
I love it. Our takeaways from today is if you are a Jordan, get you a Scotty. If you a Scotty, find you a Jordan. Learn to communicate. Be patient. Be naked. No one's mad at titties.
Nobody's ever mad at titties.
And get the Maybach ice machines because that shit comes with an app.
Absolutely.
Cocktails today sponsored by
the ice machine.
Yo, thank y'all so much for coming back on after 2020 Sun Me. I appreciate y'all. Audience members, I appreciate y'all for, you know, sitting through my nonsense week after week. The merch is on sale, www.brandsnobby.com. Follow on Instagram, Black Girl SOS. The girl is with a Y, not an I. And until next time, y'all have a good one.